welcome to my channel. And for today's video, I'm going to be making the bunnies a little Christmas bed or a Snug-a-bun. My choice of fabric is this little cute reindeer Christmas one. I got this from Joann Fabrics, 75% off on their little already cut fabric section. Before I start measuring and cutting, I like to fold the fabric over because that'll just make me have to sew less and it'll give me a cleaner cut and more even squares. In length, I go to about 14 inches. I do have Netherland dwarfs, so my bunnies are fairly small, but this is how long the Snug-a-bun or little bunny bed is gonna be. And then I also am doing it this way, so vertically another 14 inches. I'm doing a little more because this edge is a little crooked, so I was going to try to straighten it out. So I have 14 vertically and 14 inches horizontally. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this all out. My fabric is all cut out. This is what it looks like. I'm not pinning anything just because it's for my bunnies, so nothing, you know, doesn't need to be pinned. They're not picky. I'm going to want to sew around these corners right here, and then you're gonna want to wait to sew this one. And for any of you guys wondering, this is the settings I'm using. I'm not entirely sure what all this does, and I am just using this beige color string just because, again, the bunnies are not picky. This is what it's looking like after flipping it inside outwards. And then I just went ahead and marked where my pillows are going to be sewed for the bunnies. And basically all I did was just measure out about 3.5 inches on each side. And then I took my chalk and drew a line up. And then this leaves them with about like 6 inches of some laying space. And you always want to allow yourself some seam allowance because I did make a few mistakes. I allowed myself like 1 inch of seam allowance, but it doesn't really matter again because it's just for your bunnies. I just sewed the line for where the pillows are going to go. And I left this open so then I can do some stuffing. And while sewing this line, I did not go all the way down to this end because to make the edge a little cleaner, I will end up folding it in like that and then tucking it after I do my stuffing, and then I'll just sew across all these little lines. This is the stuffing I'm using. You can get this at Joann Fabrics. I'm sure you can find stuffing from like Walmart, Hobby Lobby, anywhere, Amazon. So now this is a little hard to explain, but basically all I'm going to be doing is folding these pieces in kind of like this so that it has a little bit of a cleaner edge instead of something like this. And then I will sew them together like these two folded pieces. The little bunny bed is all stuffed now, so you can see the bunnies can lay right here. And then these are the little sides of the pillows. They're all stuffed. As you see, I have pins along this edge where, and I'm just going to go ahead and hand sew it too because this is just like too puffy for it to go in the sewing machine now. So I'll just sew across this little border with my pins. So this is what it looks like all sewed up. It's a little bumpy, but that's okay. I'll flatten it out with the iron or something. And then now, as you can tell, these pieces are a little bit like floppy, so I'm just gonna sew them down like that so they're a little stiffer. And here are my bunny's reaction to the Snug-a-bun.